Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Ramadan Mubarak. May you all have a productive month full of blessings, and inshallah may this video be of help to you. Whether this is your first Ramadan or you've done many before, fasting can always be a bit of a struggle. So here are my 5 top tips for fasting in Ramadan. So, my first piece of advice is to know your limits. Because we can't eat or drink throughout the day, we have a very finite amount of energy, and it's up to us to use that effectively. There may be some unavoidable things, such as work or studies, but other than that, we need to manage what we can and can't do on a day while we're fasting, and try to pace ourselves throughout the day. If we do too much early on, we'll be very tired and ill for the rest of the day, so it's important to think ahead about what you're going to do in a day and how you're going to manage your energy effectively to achieve that. My second piece of advice is to do with the weather. It is very, very hot at the moment, and heat can sap away at our energy and make us feel dehydrated, so it's very important to try and keep ourselves cool and keep ourselves out of the heat as much as possible. That may mean staying inside for a bit more than you're used to, and it may mean wearing cooler clothes when you go outside. Try using thin materials such as cotton or wearing a sun hat. As well as that, it might be convenient to splash some water on your face throughout the day to cool down your body temperature, so that heat doesn't sap away too much of our energy while we're fasting. My third piece of advice is to make sure you're drinking enough water, and drinking it as often as possible in the times we're not fasting. It's all good and well to drink a large amount at sahur, but that will mean you go to the toilet more often, and will render it effectively pointless. It's important to make sure that once we've broken our fast in the evening, we try and drink water consistently throughout that evening, and perhaps before we go to bed, and if we wake up in the night before sahur, try and drink a bit then as well. Spacing it out will mean our body keeps it inside itself more, and will mean we're able to be less dehydrated throughout the day. My fourth piece of advice is about the foods we eat throughout the month of Ramadan. It can be very tempting at iftar when we break our fast to just stuff our face with all the foods we can see, but that's not very healthy for our body and will make the fast the next day a lot harder. Instead, try to have sensible meal portions the same as you would outside of Ramadan, and at sahur, try to eat foods that are high in fibre and high in protein, and try to avoid foods high in sugar. However, if you are having sugary foods, the best foods are fruits, such as dates, which the Prophet, peace be upon him, is recommended food for eating during Ramadan. My final piece of advice is to remind ourselves why we're doing this. Ramadan teaches us patience, and teaches us to have more control over our bodies, and also reminds us of the struggles that people across the world have. They may be starving not because they're not eating for Ramadan, but because they physically don't have access to food or drink. However, all these reasons stem from one ultimate reason, which is the fact that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala prescribed it for us. When we fast, it pleases Him, and our fast will be able to intercede for us on the Day of Judgment, and be a way of us gaining access to paradise. We should draw our strength from God and remind ourselves constantly that our struggles here are nothing to compare to the struggles of the hereafter, and anything we can do to improve our chances is all for the greater good. Inshallah you found this video useful, and may your fasting be easier, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept all our Ramadans from us. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jazakallah khair for watching.